So here goes nothing. We are going. This is how I set up the recording. I'm new to OBS and doing stuff like this, so this is a little bit chopped. The recording might be a little bit scuffed. Can you see me in that little square right there? You see me in that little, look at my eyes. So I got a little list right here going, and I hope you guys can see me somewhere right here in the corner. Right here. I'm hoping, yeah, I'm probably covering Johnny Paycheck over here, but we're just going to get into this. So there is a ton of artists that I could have included in here. There's some very, I mean, I'm not going to say niche because they're not niche. Niche? How do you say it? But yeah, there's a few that I probably could have added onto here, but I don't want this to drag out for too long, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I mean, if you think I missed something very important, let me know down below, but I think we got the basic, you know? The main people we want right here. Why don't we start with Patsy Cline? Patsy Cline, I'm not going to leave her in B tier. We're just going to place her right there. Now, Patsy Cline ain't bad. I like Patsy. I don't like some of these Patsy Cline songs, man. I don't know what they be talking about. But the thing about her, I don't know, it's just mellow. Just mellow. You know, it's not bad. It's like overall pretty good. I think Patsy Cline is from like the 60s. I was about to say 50s. I think she's like 60s. Let me double check this. I wanna make sure I'm correct. She died in the 60s, so she's from the 50s. Yeah. Music of that time was very, very mellowed out, but good. So this is just like our standard right here. I think that's gonna be baseline Patsy Cline. You know, she's just like chill. You know, woman, great artist. I don't know. I can't say I'm not like a huge Patsy Cline goer, but I do like her music. So I'm just gonna leave it right there. Buck Owens, similar place. Buck Owens. I'm gonna put Buck Owens in B tier. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, it's Buck Owens." I came here looking for something. Bakersfield, man. Creedence mentions Buck Owens. Creedence Clearwater Revival mentions Buck Owens. So this guy had a freaking impact on country music. A huge impact on country music. The music of the time, same with like Patsy Cline. More mellow, more like, you know. A lot of this music, people don't like to admit it, but I will. It's a bunch of just heartbreak songs, and it's a bunch of like, I had to get drunk type of music. I drank whiskey, I drank liquor, I drank beer, and then she left. You know, she took the kids or whatever. But it's good. It's like partially relatable. It is relatable. It's a whole industry of sad and also some upbeat, like cocaine type of songs, you know? So I feel like that's the influence that country music has. Anyways, we're just gonna keep going here. George Jones, I love George Jones, but I'm gonna put him, I'm gonna put him in C tier. There's a cover he does, what song is that, man? There's a cover he does of a song, hold on, man, I gotta find this thing. When this guy sings Take Me in that little studio, my gosh, take me to your darkest room. Like, that's, oh my goodness, bro. The vocals and just his voice. He has a very, very nice voice. But the actual songs themselves, I feel like are, I'm not going to say mid. I'm not saying Patsy Cline is mid. But you know what I mean? My boy George Jones. Also, can I enlarge this photo? I can't. I'm gonna have to zoom in on it. I feel like in this album cover, he looks like does he look like? Now, I don't know if it's just me, but George Jones, at least in this album cover, looks like frickin' Jim Carrey. What's that all about? You know, are they cousins? Is George Jones Jim Carrey's dad? He might be. Like, I don't know. George Jones, pet detective. I don't know where I was going with that. That was so fucking ass. Conway Twitty. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. D tier, brother. I like Conway. I don't have anything against him. He's got that like look. He's got that look to him on this album cover. He's just like, but I don't know, man. Doesn't do it for me. Just okay, like slightly below baseline. You know, it's like it's almost at C tier. He's almost at C tier, man. But I'm gonna just drop him in D. Conway, I'm sorry, man. You're a cool guy. I don't know you. I don't listen to Conway like that, but you know. Next up, I know you guys have been looking at this ridiculous ass hat. Johnny Paycheck with that big ass hat. Trying to see if I put Johnny Paycheck in here twice because I might have done that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop Johnny Paycheck down in B tier. Do not invite Johnny Paycheck to the party. He will invite the huzz away with his big ass hat and his jar of I know, he's drinking a Coors Banquet, the only hell my mama ever raised. But you know, he's good. He's good. Johnny, I like some of Johnny's songs. You gotta like scavenge through some of the stuff. Like most of his music is like here, like C tier, but he's got enough of them to where I can be like, this guy's a B tier for sure. So yeah, I'm gonna put you right there, Johnny. This next one's a little bit more interesting. Is it? We got David Allan Coe right here in B tier. David Allan Coe's hard, man, because he's like that one cousin that's just bad shit crazy. Like you might go to jail if you hang out with him too much, but he's good. Like he's fun to be around, but he's just a little too crazy, a little too wacko. Great songs, but there is an insensitive song in there. If you're a fan of David Allan Coe, you're gonna know which song immediately I'm talking about, and it's very insensitive. And I was not aware about this song, but he still has a great voice. But this song is very insensitive, so I don't know. I don't want to put any more thought behind that. I'm just going to leave David Allan Coe right there, and you guys can make up your mind. Hank Williams Jr. I mean, you can't make this list up without this guy. That's an S tier right there, my boy. The aura that emanates off of this guy is just insane. Like, the presence that he has. Not only that, didn't this guy fall off of a freaking mountain and survived? And that was prior to his artist career. He survived, and then he just dropped a bunch of bangers. He was like, all right. Let me drop some heartbroken songs. One Night Stands, Dinosaur, Family Tradition. Honey, won't you call me? It gets so lonely on the road. This is what you throw on when you want to go out and take that trip, you know? You go out and you're trying to drive through the frickin' mountains, you know? See all the scenery above, and it's not even scenery, really. It's just like a bare nothing. And you got nothing but yourself, and it's just you, and you're driving off to Hank Williams Jr. So I'm gonna put him in S tier, because I freaking love that guy, man. Glenn Campbell, A tier, brother. Gentle on My Mind. This guy composed a ton of fantastic music. I believe he had that 12-stringer of his. I believe that's a 12-stringer. Another pioneer of the country sound right here. This Mr. Glenn Campbell. Look at him. He's so chill. And I like I like artists that are like this. Obviously, I placed Hank Jr. above I just realized I made a mistake. I didn't put Hank. I didn't put this guy's dad in here. I didn't put Hank's father in here. But if he was in here, know that he would be in B tier, along with Buck Owens. So Buck Owens and Hank are along the same spectrum in my eyes. Now Townes Van, I'll throw him right there. It's a bit difficult, but I'm gonna throw him in C tier. This guy's more low key. I don't want to say gatekept, but he's definitely in the shadows in comparison to all these other artists. He's not as famous. I think he has a super unique voice in comparison to everybody else. And I mean, that's one of the reasons I put him in the list to begin with, because yeah, it's just super, super unique. Dead Flowers. I think it has a more acoustic sound. I'm not a sound guy, so like all the sound guys, the sound gurus are going to be shitting on me, but it's funny. I feel like there's some similarities between Glenn Campbell and Townes, because of that like acoustic sound. But yeah, he is alongside George Jones in the sense of like his music isn't that, you know, crazy. Gary Stewart. Now this guy, I'm gonna place Gary Stewart in A tier. Brand New Whiskey. And in the song he says, they ought to make a brand new whiskey and give it a woman's name. And that in and of itself, as I said previously, sums up the entire genre of country music. That is pretty much what everybody else is going to be talking about. And he just sums it up in this song very beautifully. This guy has a lot of songs that are like that. If you go down, like you click on any of his albums and you listen to like a few of the tracks, just skim through them, you're going to find a lot of I drank today, or I'm trying to drink. My woman left me. I'm drinking to forget about my woman. And that's repeated again throughout the whole industry. I don't care what you say, man. But that's not a bad thing. I think all of his songs, not all of them, I can't speak for every single one of them, but I think a lot of his songs are pretty dang good. Good to listen to, and good lyrics that are simple to understand. Jerry Reed. I'm debating D or it's like right here. It's in the middle. I'm gonna throw him in D tier. I'm sorry, guys. Jerry Reed is great. I'm not bashing on the guy, but there's just like one song. There's like two songs that I like from Jerry Reed. It's not bad. I'm just like, It's okay. I'm actually missing a few artists here. We're gonna add them. Don't worry. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna add them. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. Let me do that right now before I forget. Hank, where did I say you were? We're right there. All right. So yeah, Jerry Reed has some good songs, man. But I'm not like too crazy about Jerry Reed. Like it's like Eastbound and Down. And I used to watch the Dukes of Hazzard when I was young. We had cassette tapes of Dukes of Hazzard. That was a big piece of my childhood. Maybe that's why I like country music. So I'm sorry. I grew up with Jerry Reed. Like he would. I believe it was Jerry Reed who played a bunch of the uh, sort of background music for the Dukes of Hazzard, like the stuff. While they were doing their freaking chases and stuff. So I do like Jerry Reed, but the music's just not like I'm not like crazy about it. So that's why it's in D tier. I don't hate the guy. I don't hate Conway Twitty. Like look at him. Roger Miller. I think I'm gonna set Roger Miller down in C tier. Very mellow music, very cool, but nothing to write home about. In my opinion, like, it's good. It's good. It's like this. I feel like this would be the proper introduction of country music to a child. Like, yo, check out this song. Here's a song about Robin Hood. Perfect. It's just so fitting, mellow. Hits the spot. C tier though. Willie, Willie, Willie. My favorite my favorite liberal guy. I don't care for politics. I'm just saying that. Liberal. Willie, my favorite stoner. Look at him. He's just so high. He's just so high. He actually comes out in the Dukes of Hazzard movie, the one with Johnny Knoxville, and he's Uncle Jesse, but we like to call him Willie. On the road again? How can you forget that, man? B tier, B tier, B tier for sure. No more needs to be said. Merle Haggard, A tier, brother. A tier for Merle. Merle, in my opinion, is like George Jones with that very unique tone in his voice, very soothing. But Merle has, in my opinion, better songs, better lyrics, like just better, all of that. He packages all of that and gets it to whoever's listening to his music a little bit better, or a lot better, in my opinion, actually. So yeah, I'm sorry, George. I'm sorry. Christopherson. This one's difficult. Now, I do want to throw you in B, but I think he has to go in C tier, man, because he's along the same lines of Towns when it comes to, like, popularity and stuff. I do like his voice a lot. I also like George Jones' voice a lot, but just because of that, I mean, he doesn't have enough in it for me to, like, bump him up here. Like, enough, like, music, to just toss him in there. He does have a lot of music, but, like, not enough of it, at least for me, is like, that hits. Willie, you freaking happy bastard. You can stay in B tier. Johnny Cash. I'm gonna throw Johnny in S tier, man. I love Johnny Cash, bro. Johnny Cash has always been there. Like, I've always listened to Johnny Cash, even since I was small, man. So I've always had a very special place for Johnny in my heart. Johnny over here actually started his country music career with gospel music. I think that's freaking cool. I think that's the coolest thing ever. And that eventually led him to record his first few songs. But that's how he got his way in. And that, I don't know, that's just dope, man. Ring of Fire, Folsom Prison. Who hasn't heard I Hear a Train A-Comin'? Everybody's heard that, man. And we got to thank Johnny for that. So he gets S tier. Eddie Rabbit. This might be stupid of me, but I'm going to throw him in B tier. Now, Driving My Life Away is like one of the only songs I listen to by Eddie Rabbit. I don't really listen to this guy's music like that. But this song is just so banging that I'm willing to throw it in B tier. Nothing else needs to be said about this. You can just stay right there, Eddie. You just stay right there. Keith Whitley. Is it Keith Whitley? Wheatley? I mean, this list is just a list of white people that sing and play guitar. I was going to be like, Patsy Cline doesn't play guitar, but she might have. I'm pretty sure she did play guitar. Still Latino, looking at all the country guys over here. Lots of white people. I fuck with the white people, man, though. I think the whites are cool, dude. I like the whites, especially their country music. I think we would all be more chill if we just listened to more country music. Heartbreak and Whiskey unites us all. So Keith Whitley, Keith I'm gonna throw Keith Whitley. I think he stays right there in C tier. Don't close your eyes. Nah, I'm gonna throw him in B tier. He gets it. He gets B tier. Because this is more like you can play this at a dealership. You could probably walk into a Bass Pro Shops and hear like a few Keith Whitley songs. So I mess with this. Just right there, just good. You know, Dolly Parton immediately goes to D tier. I'm sorry, I freaking hate Dolly Parton, bro. I'm a freaking I'm a Dolly Parton advocate. I'm like 100 out of 100 times I will be a Dolly Parton hater. I'm an enthusiast to hating Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton has, like, working 9 to 5 ruined my life. And I don't mean that literally. Like, I mean the freaking song. Like, it's just, yeah, not a big fan, Dolly. I'm sorry. Waylon Jennings. The time has finally come. He's been sitting there in the list the whole time, the whole episode. He was just right there chilling in this list. Waylon Jennings is my favorite country music artist, hands down, across the board. New school, old school, all country. It's Waylon. Waylon has a song titled Bob Wills is Still the King. But I think it's him, man. I think old Waylon over here. He wrote so many songs, and he did a bunch of covers. He did some covers of Glenn Campbell over here. He has a fantastic voice. It's very hard to go through a Waylon Jennings album and find something that's mediocre. Find something that's like, eh. And even the songs that are sometimes like that, you listen to them once, go back to it in a week, go back to it in a month, and kind of give it a chance, give it another chance, and it's still gonna hit. Maybe not as much as like his top songs will, but they're still good songs, even the crappy ones, man. This guy has passed away, but he's still dropping music, even from beyond the grave. Waylon is still singing, man. Shooter Jennings, I might be wrong on this. Shooter Jennings, either his son or his nephew, collaborated with some other fella, and they brought out some unfinished songs that this guy Waylon had. Just, they were just sitting, I suppose. And on one of those, it's a cover of a Fleetwood Mac song, Songbird. Like, I like the song. I like Fleetwood Mac. I like how they played it. But, dude, hearing my favorite country artist play Songbird, and I've outplayed the shit out of it already. But it's just good, man. You can't top this guy. Waylon deserves the glaze. I'm sorry. He does, man. He does, bro. But we leave Waylon right there. And then last but not least, we got Kenny Rogers, which is going to go right there in B tier. And I think my favorite song is Ruby. I don't know if you guys have seen, what's that movie called? With Matthew McConaughey? There's a movie, hold on, movie about AIDS with Matthew McConaughey. There's a movie about AIDS. Okay, so it was on Netflix a while back. It's called Dallas Buyers Club. And in this movie, it's about a true story also. So Matthew McConaughey plays this guy that's like an electrician or somebody, doing his things, and he sleeps with a lot of women, and eventually he catches AIDS, and then whatever. Anyways, you should check out that movie. By the way, it's a great movie about Matthew McConaughey getting AIDS, and what the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, you guys should check out that movie later. Anyways, in that movie, the song by Kenny Rogers comes up. Don't take your love to town. And the way it is delivered in that film, just chef's kiss. Kiss? What the fuck? Just chef's kiss. It's just so good. That song is fantastic. But he has some good songs. He has good music, but it's good music. But same thing. Like kind of lacking in some areas. Not all of it is like, oh, wow, like Mr. Waylon or Johnny or Hank. But yeah, it's not bad. Yep, this is it. This is pretty much all of it. Probably gonna get a ton of people who disagree with me on this, but I think this is pretty accurate. I would say so. I know I definitely missed a few artists, like a couple hundred probably, but this is good, man. This is good. Let me know who you would have added down below. Let me know who you would have changed right here, because I know somebody's going to disagree with George Jones for sure, especially Conway Twitty and Patsy Cline. Dolly Parton, though, she can keep the D. Working 9 to 5. Check you guys later.